And I'd like to play around with some more cities or more civs that have unique districts that are powerful. Like
A
unique
good navy is not
Hanzas
a
are so
provocation
freaking
to
good.
war.
All right.
It is the surest guarantee of peace.
Policy-wise, we want to change back over now. Let's get rid of newly done settlers. We don't care about those. We should be working... I wouldn't mind merchant points, actually. What else was going to work there? Adjacency bonuses from industrial, right? Those aren't bad. Maybe I should plug those in. I wonder how many hammers it would be. I could drop caravansaries for that and take them both. Merchants are good, or at least a couple of the merchants are quite good. A lot of the merchants are garbage. Depends how many we're getting. But every time we build a market or a commercial district, we get merchant points. So we will start cycling through those fairly quickly. Where's the industrial one? Harbors, holy sites, campuses, industrial zone districts, bonuses. All right, let's take that. So we switched over to production here. Civic-wise, we have naval tradition done. Let's go back to teching for the good stuff. Production-wise, we need to build, we finished our religious building in the capital. Could build a wonder, but I don't really want to. Let's get amphitheaters out. And in this city, can also build an amphitheater. This is going to up our culture by a lot. Chitzen is a modifier to, what it does in this game is it gives 1 production and 2 culture to rainforest tiles. It's very expensive to do that, and rainforest tiles don't get any other improvements. So hill rainforest is okay, or banana rainforest is okay, but the rest of the rainforest is pretty junk. So Chitzen's alright, it's just a lot of hammers invested for that. Let's go ahead and purchase this tile. Very expensive, of course, and let's get the next silk online. We might be able to sell that as well. And this city doesn't have a holy site and doesn't have a campus. Don't really need a campus for religious victory, quite honestly. I think it's time for a holy site. That one's +4. Wonder why. Oh, because it's next to 2 wonders. Nice. Alright, holy site it is. Have an envoy available. I got my quest with Geneva taken care of. Cool. So we'll hold on to this envoy so I can keep these things. I have Suzerain with... Didn't know I got that one. I want Preslov is the other one I care about. That's the other production one. Alright, we'll back out of that for now. I lost Petra. And they've just built this one. This is that wonder we've been watching up here. I don't know what it is. Madobi Temple? Something like that. Alright. Let's keep going. We're still only at 5 of 7 trade routes. This makes 6 of 7, but we're going to build one more trade route as we wait for this city to grow to pop 7 so it can build another district.
Nothing but a plank between us.
Alright. Oh, it can actually run another trade route that's halfway decent for it? Yeah, because these other cities are starting to get a fair number of districts, and it's got a fair number of districts now, it starts to get pretty decent bonuses out of these. 342 is pretty damn good. Let's build another trade route in that city. This is Kume, though. Needs to build amphitheater, that's fine. And we can get another trader out of there. Up to 6 trade routes. Remember, we got a couple from our pick of Civ. Not pick of Civ, excuse me. Pick of government. And a couple from bonuses from building commercial hubs. Alright, next time let's hope we have slightly better land. Make for a little bit more efficient use of this. So you should let me know the victory conditions you want to go for. The AI is sad enough at this that I'm never too worried about the victory conditions. It should be fine whatever you want to do. Fucking missionaries. That is not okay. Where are my inquisitors? Or apostles or whatever they are. Let's go fight that. And we have another apostle. Let's get it more central. Alright, production-wise, this city really doesn't have a lot to build. Well, we have a holy site available. That would be fine. I don't really know if I'm going to need that tile, so let's assume I am going to need it. River tiles seem a little bit more valuable than a lot of other tiles in the game. So they, not only for just yields, but also for a lot of stuff, seems to prioritize being on a river. City just hit 7, so we can build another district. Alright, what do we have here? This is the capital, is just finished building that. Let's get its university up. The city can build a theater district now that it has the ability to do so. Why did I never get a farm on this tile? Farm on this tile boosts everything. Oh, and that actually looked like it got a bonus for being on the river. No, 3-4 is the adjacency bonus. I don't know why I never put that farm there. Theater district there is fine. Have an envoy. We now have 2 envoys available. This is the religious view. So let's go look for that missionary and we can beat him down, steal his stuff, which is always what you're looking for with that, I guess. I could run another trade route to Ravenna. I don't think so, though. I think I want another trade route from Cumae, because Cumae is actually my best production city, and we need to keep it growing. Alright, what else are we doing in this city, if anything? Gonna go improve that hill. Let's take a look at the citizens in this city. Yeah, it needs food. That's the problem. It's not really that many food tiles left. It has. Could work this tile. Alright. Am I prevented from discussing leader agendas? No, I'm not prevented from discussing leader agendas. You can see them. Like this guy, because we have access level open, we can just look at it. So agenda, populace, tries to have the highest overall population, and then he has the Lion League. I don't know what that exactly is. Doesn't like civilizations that aren't competing for the same city state. Like, I don't really care about that stuff. The AI doesn't really approach their victory conditions at this difficulty level. I mean, they probably do, but they don't do it at any sort of reasonable time frame. All right, let's get holy sites up. Don't really like holy sites relative to campuses, but we have a limit to a number of districts until our cities grow more. And what we're trying to do is get enough faith per turn to purchase naturalists in the late game, and they're going to be quite expensive. So we do need to get shrines and temples up in our cities. All right, let's go. Where did that? There's one. Let's get over here. We're going to mug this missionary and steal his wallet next turn. And let's go ahead and run food here. Oh, 3-4-1 is better than the other one. And we should have our last trade route done now. Get these holy sites up. Get the ability to build their buildings. It's DeLeon. It's DeLeon. Alright. DeLeon, whatever. Get amphitheaters, shrines. We're 4 turns away from industrialization, starting on that wonder, so it would be good to get this stuff done if we can. Alright. This missionary, we can't attack him. Why not? What? Why the fuck not? I have 2 movement points left. Why would I be unable to attack him? He's in my territory too. Is there some special ability this missionary has that I don't know about? I don't think so. Alright, what do we have over here? He wants to give me shitty iron. No, that's a terrible deal. What are the Petra bonuses in the game? A lot. I think it's 2-2 is what I think the Petra bonuses are. Which, who built Petra? Do you guys know? We could look for it. But I'm pretty sure it's 2-2. Because we didn't get them. We didn't get it, and it makes hills amazing. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Alright. Can we jump this guy? Why not? Why am I unable to attack this guy? I don't know why I'm unable to attack that apostle. The leader stream? Yeah, we could take a look at that. I guess, does it have... It does say underscore somewhere the number of wonders. Can do show details. Wonders 5, wonders 10, wonders 10, wonders 5, wonders 10. I think it was Teddy, wasn't it? I think it was. Where's America? Where would he even have built it in here? There's Petra. It's right there. 212. That's right. So it doesn't add 2-2. It adds 2-1-2. So basically, this raw desert goes from 0-0-0 to 2-1-2, and the hills go to from this they get 2-2-2, and they can also be added mine on it for another 2. So with Petra, your desert hills before other improvements, I think they go up even higher in the late game. But often by the time you're building Petra, it's 2-4 242 tiles, which is pretty good. Apostle, same religion. So he's spreading Taoism. Of course, that makes total sense. What's going on? Thank you. That is what's happening. That's why I can't fight him. All right, shrine in this city. Building a mine over here. All right. Well, if you think about what Civ 5 is, Civ 5 is a perpetual balance of how greedy can you be from an infrastructure and investment point of view versus how much you need military. And the problem with the difficulty on this particular level is it removes that entire decision, because I can be as greedy as I want. I mean, this is going to be a game of us building districts, because that's the things we build for infrastructure, so we can win the game. And we do that because we don't have to worry about fighting the AI at all. So, yeah, I don't know. The difficulty is a big problem for me right now. But, to be fair, you know, this is pre-release. We're getting to see how things work. I can give you a silk. And what do you give me for this? 8 and 3. It's pretty bad. I would take furs. But you don't like it because you don't like me, so you want to give me shitty deals. Okay. Prince is normal. No, it isn't. I'll take your relic. How about I give you a silk for that? You give me some gold. And more gold. Oh, these are writer works. Can you just give me both writer works? See, the thing about writer works is they very quickly run out of their utility. Because you run out of places to store your writers. Okay. Can't I handicap myself? Like what? By like not killing all the AI? Alright, we got a boost for building 2 temples. We have 1 turn away from industrialization, which lets us build something. I kind of want to build... We have a spy available too. I kind of want to get these going. Let's build a builder here. Let's put a mine there. It won't be a 5-use builder, it'll be a 3-use builder. Let's sleep there. We're gonna purchase in this city. Purchase with faith the building, just to get it going, so I don't have to worry about it. And we're getting a lot of temples up. You see our faith per turn starting to go up a little bit. I have over 250 faith per turn in a game I've had recently, or 200 faith per turn recently. So 33 is very, very low. So, yeah, more cities would be better, but we don't really have a lot more spots to settle, quite honestly. I mean, we're already utilizing our land pretty well.
At the beginning of the Industrial Revolution, we leaped for the mechanical things. People need the use.
All right, we just hit industrialization in the industrial era. Tech tree. We're not going to get to universities ever, so we can take castles now because we have the tech for that. And we're going to head into what? You can see the Eureka stuff getting both harder to do and less useful. Got a great person. Finally, the scientists. This is awesome. Not so much the 250 science for each adjacent mountain tile, which is not so good, but like the 4 city-states that wanted that. Too bad we hit that. We should have waited 1 turn on hitting industrial, because you get the new quest when you hit the new era, and we just lost 4 quests basically from doing that, because we would have got 4 more quests that showed up. Send a trade route to Geneva. We can absolutely do that. Alright, where is this guy? We have another great person to claim this turn? We actually do. We have an engineer as well. +1 amenity for each, and for this city, +1 housing for this city. Alright, take that as well. Let's grab our spy. Spying is kind of fun in this game. It hasn't been very useful at this difficulty level, but it's kind of interesting. It'd be fun to talk about the mechanic. Maybe after we get the factories, we'll get that going. Where's the city? It's from Cume to wherever we want. Let's go Rome. And we have units in here. So I have a engineer that I've been waiting on. Let's go to there where we're going to build River Valley. This is where we can do it. Let's go ahead and choose production. You guys can see how ridiculous it's going to be. Well, we could get this first. requires a factory anyways. We have to get that fact first. We can purchase buildings in our cities, but building purchasing is really expensive, and there doesn't seem to be anything that reduces the cost of purchasing buildings. You just all you get are policies that give you more money, which is good, but it's not quite the same as reducing purchasing cost. So we'll see about that. We have our second engineer too, which is +1 amenity. I think we're gonna bring it. Well, let's take a look. How's our +1 amenity and +1 housing? How are our cities looking? The capital could really use that. It's at 13 of 16 housing. And actually, how's Kume doing? 10 of 13. So we're going to use 1 charge in each of these cities. And then our scientists, we need to go find mountain tiles. And I don't think we have any mountain tiles in our cities. So it gets a little sketchy. We could come over here. That's 3 mountain tiles. That's where we should go for the science boost. Scientists are fast. They move 4 movement points, so they're as fast as horsemen. Who would have guessed? Alright, +1 amenity, +1 housing for the city by activating it there. Alright. Have I played on max graphical settings? Does the map look much better than now? No, it doesn't look much better than now. And yes, I have played on max graphical settings. The problem for me is not actually running it, it's streaming
If you see
it.
a castle under fog, you must
Alright, this is another
to
decent
meet
wonder,
the extraordinary
Alhambra.
dreams.
But it's not something that I actually prioritize very much in these games, mostly because what it gives you is it gives you +1 military policy slot, and again, we don't need military policy slots when we're not playing with people that we can use military on. So, not very useful for me, but actually a good one. Let's build the rest of our factories up when we can. Do I not have a commercial hub in my cap? That's pretty dumb. Let's get a factory first and a commercial hub in there. Get a factory, then an amphitheater. Well, we should get amphitheater first because we are trying for a cultural win. I want to purchase this faith building in a minute, but let's get the factory. Let's hang on with this guy, and we should go take a look at the tech path because you have 2 tech paths, right? So the next thing we're looking for in science, I believe we want broadcast towers. Because broadcast towers are where we start getting broadcast centers. Is where we start. No, it's actually that's not quite next. Yeah, actually that is the next science one. I think you lose like half your faith at enlightenment too, like half faith per turn or something painful. But let's go this way into scientific theory now that we have industrialization. We want Big Ben along the way. And then we want to grab radio, I think is what we want to do for that. And I really need Eiffel this game, so maybe we go scientific theory, economics. Can we go economics ahead of scientific theory? We cannot. Into radio, into steel, into radio for that. Because steel gets us Eiffel Tower, which Eiffel Tower improves the appeal of your tiles. You guys can see the filter for appeal. Appeal doesn't do a lot in most of the game. But in the late game, it lets you build national parks, and national parks increase your tourism by quite a lot. So we're going to settle some cities for tourism in a minute, or shortly anyways. Okay, so we do have this other charge of our engineer. We're going to come down here and use it in Kume. And what else do we have going on? This guy's waiting for Roy Raleigh to start engineering it. We'll go from there. Yep, national parks, I know. It's kind of amusing sometimes. I don't know why the AI is spreading my religion everywhere, but he is, which is great, which is what I want. Okay, anything to do this turn? Not really. Oh, we wanted to look up the civics tree tech stuff, because what we wanted to do is we want to get into archaeologists and art. So right now we're teching for art museums and archaeological museums, which are the next building you can build in the culture district, and that's going to allow us to start getting tourism rolling, as well as getting great people slots that give us artists, which is going to be useful. And then we want to head into we have enlightenment, which is quite good for gold and science, but not so good for culture, which we're trying to do. And the one we're going to want after that is national history, and then we're going to want we want Bolshoi theater along the way. What's the benefit for this? Build an art museum. So it's here, there, into conservation for national parks. Into there for, that's another really big one. The heritage tourism is quite a big one. There's actually another wonder along the way. I think I missed one. Where was it? So it was here. Into there. We're going to want neighborhoods before that. We might even just go straight neighborhoods and come back for the rest of it. Yeah. Natural history. Into Broadway is the next one. Into conservation. Into cultural heritage. Okay. Queued up. most of the cultural text that I remember. We might miss some along the way, and I might change that, but for the moment, this is what we're going to be doing. Alright, this guy can give me an extra amenity and housing in the city. Awesome. So we can keep growing without worrying about it. We're 3 turns away from starting Ruhr Valley. It just required a factory. What does Ruhr Valley do? I'll tell you in a second. How's that? Don't have wine to give out, I don't think. So that's no good. It's a big production wonder. So it is... where is it? Plus 30% production in the city and plus 1 production for each mine and quarry in that city must be built along a river adjacent to an industrial zone district with a factory. Okay. Another great person available. This is our merchant. Your trade routes give your own cities plus 5 gold for each specialty district at the destination and gain an envoy. That's fine. We'll take that. And we just utilize this guy. To use great people, like to activate this, he has to go to the great person district associated with him, in this case a commerce one. Scientists have to go to scientist ones unless they have bonuses that are for other things. So we do that. We have plus 1 envoy now. The other thing I want is we have 4 envoys total now, and I'm quite interested in potentially taking Preslov from them. This is the other production one. How many? 2. So I can easily take this. If I give them 3, we trigger the special bonus, and the special bonus is shit that I don't care about, but the production and the rest of it I do care about, so we're going to do that. So let's go ahead and send them at least 3, and then later on we can send them 3 more. Alright. What do they want for Eureka for military tactics? Well, no barbarians have spawned ever again near me, which is hilarious because most games I'm fighting barbarians in the info era because the camps won't stop spawning. So I can't get that one, unfortunately. We're still getting science from them, still getting those, and we're holding the rest of the envoys for people fighting us. Shrine in this city to get our faith up. We just said we're not using that one, and we'll go from here. I like envoys too, actually, the way it works. And I think the cards are going to be super good for multiplayer modding, right?
Of humanism are curiosity.
Okay, we were getting merchant points. Merchant points really aren't what we want for this. Although I kind of prefer the merchants to the scientists, honestly. I don't think the scientist points are going to be that useful right now. We were getting a lot of merchant points from our already existing infrastructure. All the commerce hubs that we built do merchant points. So we're going to grab artist points over here. I don't think we can get musician points yet, so I guess we'll keep the scientist points for now. The only other thing would be, are there any other culture bonuses? So tourism is apparently both culture and tourism in this game. It's a bit weird. I asked for some clarification. They gave me some clarification, although I'm not allowed to quote it apparently. It's apparently just to help me understand, quote unquote, and it didn't help me unquote. Didn't help me understand that much at all. But we are still working on the tourism. Maybe we can talk it out with you guys when we get to that stage, because we're getting pretty close to where we're going to start doing that. I am going to take more scientists points, I guess. We will want to move through the text a little bit faster, and that's one of the ways to do it without having science science things. Why not the +1 culture from internal trade routes? Is that what it was? I thought it was the external trade route one. One of them is external, one of them is internal. If it was internal, then that would be a very good one, but I don't think it is. Let's go have a look at the policies. Oh, that's from international, not internal. So this would be trade routes I send to other players, which I'm not using. So, legacy bonuses are from your other empires that you've had, other government types that you've had, based on how long you had them for, I believe. I don't know if they fade over time or not, but we have a little bit of a discount on gold purchases from having... these are the ones we're generating right now for our next government, if we change governments, because of how long we've had Merchant Republic, and the 5% bonus for great people is from the Classical Republic. Alright, so here's the next stage of what we need to do. We need to get these up, but I'm going to build the wonder first. Alright, and now we rush it. It won't update this turn. We have to move off the tile and onto the tile again. I'm pretty sure it takes all my actions to do that, so we'll wait till next turn on this guy. We can wake him up. Oh, if we wake him, it does it. Okay, so this will give me 315 boost towards it, which is only 4 turns of production. Do you guys see how ridiculously long producing wonders is yet? Like, it's a lot. Let's get the... I want that factory. I do need to get the archaeological stuff going, but... Why am I going so fast? Why would I want to go slower? I guess I don't know yet why I'd want to go longer. We can delete that map pin now, And we can also make another 300 towards that. We did shave half the production time off of it, but it's a really long ass time. All right, our great scientist, who we just let go unescorted over here through barb-infested snowlands, has landed here. He gives me science for bulbing him, equal to 250 science per adjacent mountain. This was the most mountains I could find in my area right now, so we'll get 750 science from that.
Astronomy is much more fun.
Okay. A lot of information to process at once. Yeah, but we got to think about this in the future of our multiplayer gaming matter. Sooner or later, we're going to be playing players with a time limit. So.
Having seen a non-market economy,
All right.
I suddenly understood much better.
+1 movement. Yeah, I don't care about that. +4 gold and 1 faith from all trade routes. That would actually be useful if we had a slot we could give up, but we really don't right now. Maybe I could give that up. I don't think so, though. I think I'd rather keep my production bonuses. All right, the other thing I need to do is how many of my cities have holy sites and how many of them have temples? Did I forget, for example, to purchase? Yeah, I did forget to purchase these Gurdwaras. I need to get those going as I can. Put it in my wildcard slot. I'm kind of using my wildcard slot. Maybe I could come back to that in a minute. We'll think about it. It's not actually that much gold or that much faith. But the late game national park stuff, each of the naturalists to do that is like 2,000 faith each. So it's ridiculous. All right, another great person available. This is almost certainly going to be our engineer, which it wasn't. It was actually our writer. That's nice. Take the writer. Here's how the writers work. Unlike the other great people who can kind of do cool things with their stuff, the writers are pretty one-dimensional. What they do is they go to a site. They can teleport. Like all great people, they can transfer to other cities. We'll go to Kume. We'll show you next turn what they do. But they're basically going to just create great work. That's all they're going to do. All right, art museum versus archaeological museum. We're going to go art museums first. It's kind of just a mix of how many artists can you generate. If you have enough artists to generate them, art museums are just as good as archaeological museums. Otherwise, archaeological museums give you access to a new resource.
Claims that cannot be tested. Assertions immune to
Oxford has 2 writing slots,
theoretically
which I kind of
worthless.
wouldn't mind.
Whatever value they may have in inspiring us or exciting
I
us.
might try to build that in the cap next turn. We'll see. Mostly for the writer slots, because you run out of writer slots really fast. Alright, this is Ravenna. Let's keep feeding to Rome. Not that we're giving food to Rome. We're giving food to Ravenna by doing that from Rome. Here's the writer. The writer goes to the cultural site and creates a great work. We can look at our great works here. You get 1 great work per, you can get 1 writer slot per amphitheater, and then I think you get another, I want to say you get one at, no, you get musician slots at broadcast towers. Then there's wonders that have slots as well. I'm pretty sure that interface is a placeholder interface, although I don't know that. Does the government get more policies that scales with era? It's not that the government scales with era, it's each new government. So there's 3 sets of governments, right? There's a government in the, I'll show you in a second. So these governments have less slots as a whole than these governments, and these governments have less slots as a whole than these governments. So it's not that they scale with era, it's they scale with government type. We're gaining policy slots because we're prioritizing the wonders that do that. All right. We can move these around too. So this has been, where is this? We're in Kume, right? So we can just move this amphitheater around. If I could select it. There you go. And then we can create another writer slot right there.
And being merry and young.
Okay. This is Sestia. Sestia needs food, so to Rome we'll go. Alright, capital needs something to build. I would like to get an art museum up, but I'm really tempted to build Oxford. Just a mere 37 turns. That's not so bad. 37, huh? Alright, if I'm going to do that, I need to get the culture from this first. I might consider it. I can teleport artist tiles immediately into culture tiles? Oh, okay. Didn't know that. That's neat. If that's true, that's neat. I'm sure it is true.
New opinions are always suspected.
Alright, 100% science, 100% commerce, plus 1 amenity from 2 districts. I don't need any of those things.
But because
Where is this? This is from Ravenna to wherever. 4-3. 4-4 sounds better. We're at 7 of 7 trade routes. Let's go ahead and get... And that was in my cap too, guys, the Oxford time. That's so nuts. Okay. It's a world wonder matter. Alright, we're going to build another art museum. World will know of my treachery. I haven't done anything. I haven't moved at all. Converted one of their cities. You know who converted one of his cities? He converted one of his own cities using my religion, and he's mad at me about it. Like, I can't deal with that. Borders are hard to see. Yeah, a little bit.
I saw a bank that said 24-hour banking, but I didn't have
All
that
right.
much time.
This is the strangest wonder. This is the